Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have found the meta. This gun is similar to the GRAU back in Modern Warfare 2019 in the fact that it just completely laser beams people across the map so good that you don't even need to run a high capacity magazine. This is the best possible class setup you should be running in Warzone to get all of those high kills. If you're OG Modern Warfare 2019 Warzone players, I'm sure you remember the GRAU. This is a very similar weapon. I want to keep this video very short and sweet and right to the point, so I can get a couple of them out today. Make sure you're on the lookout for those. They're going to be very informative videos as far as how to drop the most kills possible in Warzone, how to stay alive the longest, and a couple other best class setup videos all dropping this evening. Getting right into the class setup, let's not waste any time. We're going to run the 17.5 Tundra Pro barrel. This is going to give you that damage range and that bullet velocity that is crucial in Warzone. Moving right down to the Echoless 80 for the muzzle. Now suppressors in the Modern Warfare series give you damage range and recoil control, so you can't go wrong with that. The Echoless 80 is going to make sure you keep your damage at high range, and you also get some recoil control along with it, so that is the best possible muzzle to use. Moving over to the TV Cardinal stock, that stock is going to make it to where you are not standing there like a brick wall when you're shooting. This makes sure that you can move back and forth, left and right while you're shooting, and it makes it harder for the enemy to hit all of their bullets on you. If you don't put this on the gun, you're going to be a brick wall just standing there. All the other attachments, they take some ADS speed away and they take some mobility away, so make sure you are running that stock. Moving down to the FSS combat grip, you can swap this out for the one that gives you positive ADS. However, the one that I like using is the one that gives recoil control. We've already added two for recoil control. We're going to go ahead and add this one as well. This thing is going to stay still when you're shooting long range. Keep in mind, you're not going to want to run this in multiplayer. You're also not going to want to run this in Warzone in tight corners and buildings. This is going to be if you see someone far range, you're going to switch to this thing real quick and you are going to completely take them off the map. The Cronin Mini Red Dot on this gun is going to give you some visibility at longer range. If you don't want to run this sight, I'm an iron sight player myself in multiplayer. However, in Warzone, I truly feel like this is the best sight to run. You can see them at a little bit farther range than the standard red dot or iron sights. If you don't want to run that, I would recommend running a laser for positive ADS speed, just so you can kind of recoup some of the stuff that took ADS speed away. However, I would strongly recommend to give this exact class setup a try first. Moving on to the Vaznev 9K, this is going to be your secondary weapon on this class setup. This thing is made to completely be up in your face in the buildings and also have some long range capability. I'm not going to explain every attachment on this gun. I'm just going to put it on screen right now. Make sure to try this out. This exact same class setup. I've done a lot of digging into figuring out the best possible one. Spent a lot of time in the firing range and in games already, and this is the best possible class setup I have come up with. I know it's tough to blindly trust some guy on YouTube that gave you a best class setup. I'm telling you, don't touch these attachments for credibility reasons. I come from a professional Call of Duty background. I played professional Call of Duty for 2 years, about 8 years ago. Ever since then, I've been doing content and trying to compete in Call of Duty Challengers. So I definitely know what I'm talking about. Just so you know, run this exact same class setup. If you don't like it at that point, you can swap some stuff out. Anyways, let's move on to your lethal and tactical. I like to keep it very plain and simple. I like a flash grenade and a semtex. I think this map is really big to be running a combat knife just to kill people that are laying on the ground after you knock them down. I don't think there's really any need for that. You could run a heartbeat sensor or a stim. I guess this is all preference. I run a flash grenade and a semtex. Moving on to the perk package, you are going to use the only perk package that allows you to use overkill at this time. You can't customize perk packages in Warzone. That's pretty much all I got for you guys on this video. If you used the class setup and it helped, please drop a sub. I'm going to drop a ton of videos on these class setups. I'm going to go through pretty much every gun in the game and find the best one. I'm going to try to get through every single gun. I want to just make a point on YouTube this year, so I'll probably upload like 100 different best class setup videos just because they're so easy to make and they actually help people out. So if you're looking forward to that or some more tips and tricks on Warzone, like how to stay alive the longest, how to get the most kills, I'm your guy. Drop a sub and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.